Welcome back. This video segment will share with you how you can use these lessons. And this segment is actually designed for parents who may have younger kids to share some ideas and some thoughts. In life, we play many roles. I've been a student, I've been a parent, and I'm, of course, a teacher. Here's something to think about. If you are a parent like me, then you probably noticed that there's not a whole lot of time in a typical day. You name it. Kids have schedules and things. We've talked about this before. Time is pretty limited. Now, you may be taking your kids to Punjabi lessons, but perhaps you're skipping a few of them, or perhaps you've not had time to focus on this area, and perhaps you're feeling that the kids are getting left behind. Well, if that's the case, I think you are going to love these lessons, because what you're going to find is the lessons are very easy to use, and they teach the kids very, very quickly, so they're quite effective. So here it is. What you're going to find is you will be able to control your time and learning time and help your kids to learn Punjabi. If you want to use these lessons to actually teach yourself, you can review the lessons and use the curriculum which is there, or you can use the lessons to do a review and do a video lesson with the kids. Mix and match, decide how you want to teach your kids. The other thing is, perhaps your kids are enrolled in another Punjabi class. Perhaps they're skipping the class, or perhaps you want them to be a lot smarter and a lot better. Well, guess what? You can use this material to supplement class work. Okay. We talked about this earlier. The video segments are 2 to 5 in length. I'm not going to go through the slide other than to say, with kids, just remember that they do have a limited attention span, so gauge your learning time and your review time to fit their attention span so that they are always having fun. And remember, fun is what matters when you're very, very young, and even for some of us older kids. Okay. Again, the lessons are in a matrix, and we talked about this. One more time, the A series is all the basic stuff. The deeper you go, the more complicated it becomes, and the lessons are organized to run from left to right in the matrix. 1 is haha, 2 is rara, rara, and so on and so on. Okay, with that, if you have very little kids and the kids do not speak, but they are quite attentive, then I'm going to suggest that you consider the entire A series for them, because the A series allows them to listen to the words, so they will do 1A, 2A, 3A, and so on. Keep in mind, doing a video lesson is probably a better use of their time than watching some of the garbage which is on television these days. And the other thing you're going to discover is that given that the video segments are only 3 to 5 in length, little kids actually love looking at pictures and hearing things. And if you go through the entire series, in very little time, they will have learned about 240, maybe close to 250 words, because there are about 8 words per each video segment, if not more on average. Okay, what if you have little kids? The little kids can hear and they're able to speak, but they are not really in writing mode. Well, you're the parent. You'll have a pretty good idea as to what stage they're at. Here's what you can do. Add the C series to it. Then what happens is they are hearing the words, they're listening to the words, and then in the C series they have to speak the words. They get some great practice. They'll begin to sound out the words. You can help them with their pronunciation. And remember, if you've got little kids, you can start with the series A, and as they grow older, add the other sections. So the neat thing about these lessons is that they actually grow with your kids, and you can use these over multiple years. Okay. What if you've got that 5 to 6 year old child, and they are able to do writing? They're perhaps in grade 1, kindergarten, post-kindergarten. Guess what? If they've not had Punjabi lessons before, I would suggest you go down the ABC, do the ABCs, the 1A all the way down. Get the kids to write out the akkar, and that's very important. Initially, you'll see that their handwriting is not that good. Relax. Guess what? It improves over time. by the way, you didn't learn to write Punjabi or English in like 12 seconds or in one lesson. It took you as a child time to develop the handwriting skills that you have now today. Okay. What if you've got that 7 to 12-year-olds? You know what? You can do it all. Basically, go down the sequence, see what their abilities are, go from A to F, go from left to right. You can do a letter a week. You can pace it over the summer. You can do whatever makes sense. Keep in mind the way the lessons are designed. They're designed so that the kids can start writing quickly, and that really helps them to build confidence quickly and keeps their attention span and keeps the desire for learning going. Okay. For your 12-year-old and older child, or for perhaps kids who've had lessons before, here's what I'm going to suggest. Check out the video, the previous one, which is designed for the older and mature kids. See what is said there, and then assess how much your child knows. How much does your son or daughter know? And be honest, okay? Try and do an honest assessment. Then watch some of the videos yourself and introduce them to the videos that make sense, okay? Or introduce them to the videos and let them run with it if they're old enough, okay? Partner with them to see what works best. And guess what? Let them learn at their own pace. And of course, this is all age and attitude dependent. You can set up reward structures. You can do whatever you want. But just remember, leave them alone until they need or ask for your support, because the video lessons are quite self-explanatory. Okay, about environment, wherever possible, pick a quiet spot for the kids to learn at the same time, same place. You know, get the kids to sit up straight, because slouching is best for passive activities like watching television and wasting time and sleeping. How do you use these lessons? We already talked about that in a previous lesson, but you know, everything's 2 to 5 minutes. Follow the instructions. You will not get lost. Relax, enjoy. Okay. Technology. For younger and for little kids, set up the computer with them and please do sit with them to just monitor them. Think of it as family time. Given that they watch a lot of other stuff on TV and some of it's not healthy, you can treat this as family time, activity time. Sit with your kids in the laps and cuddle with them, whatever. And what you'll find is that they'll really start to love to learn. Okay, 6-year-olds, sit by, answer any questions that they have. One of the neat things I found with these lessons is that they actually trigger childhood memories for you, and you can bring up stories. I mean, if you lived in India or if you've traveled to India and you know what a chappad is, trust me, you can have some great stories about chappads, okay? Use the videos as review wherever it makes sense as well. Family time, lesson time. If the time allows, then consider sitting and learning as a family. That'll give you the opportunity to let them watch the videos, see how they're doing, and in fact joining in as yourself. And remember, any opportunity that you have to connect with your kids through a learning experience is just a great opportunity in itself. Okay, quick notes on learning. All right, you probably know this because you're an adult, but you need to be active in terms of learning. So listen. Help your kids listen attentively if that's what the lesson is asking. Get them to say it out loud if that's what the lesson wants, and make sure that they're writing things out. And of course, this is all for age-appropriate basis, right? Younger kids, they won't be doing writing. Okay, quick thought on memory. Ebbinghaus gave us this little curve. If I teach you a bunch of facts, basically he said that in about an hour, you're going to forget the majority of them. In 2 days, you're going to forget a whole lot more. And guess what? Within 2 years, you can pretty much forget everything. All right. He also said that if you do repetition, then guess what? You can overcome this forgetting. And you already know this as an adult, but here it is. If you repeat a lesson, you retain or learn more of it. You keep going. Your learning curve starts to go up and your forgetting diminishes. And you know what? You can pretty much learn 100% of anything. All right? Okay. Repetition matters. Keep in mind, that's how kids learn. That's how adults learn. So that the more you repeat, the more you point things out to them, the more you help them, the faster they're going to learn. And a quick recap, make sure the kids are sitting at the same place, same time. Make sure they're alert. Have pen and paper handy. Lessons are in order. Help the younger kids. Make it family time. And you know what? Repetition matters. Okay, bottom line, have fun, teach, and learn, because that's what this is all about. Finally, thank you for your time and for your attention, and have a great day.